Hi everyone, I decided to come on and do another live because I feel inspired to, because it's been so long. But let me sit up because every time I come back it doesn't look like I'm sitting. Come back on my lives, it doesn't look like I'm sitting up, but I am. So I just want to come, as the title is, it's about how to be more productive and how to basically bring in your dreams. You can call it manifestation, you can call it what you want, you can call it law of attraction, you can call it I just want to bring change to my life. It's up to you what you want to say. So I feel it's easier to do a live because I've been doing YouTube videos for some years now and I'm not getting much numbers. So I'm going to try different formats because I really want to get this word out, And obviously I do vlogs on my YouTube, so I don't really get to talk very much. So it's helpful for me to do lives, and I've done a few shorts today as well. So anyway, let me start. I just got this organic. Let me show you. I got some organic date sugar. So it's really, really good. I got 2 of those. Very, very happy with them as well. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, I've just got to get my water. I forgot all about it. So excuse me. Right, so I'm going to have this green juice instead. Oh yeah, the water. I've got the water. So let's start now. Sorry about that, because I need my water from my throat. Here it is. And I've made, before I carry on, some green power powder juice. It's like green powder. It's green powder. It's called Super Power Green Powder. So that's a bit of a tongue twister for me. And I used almond milk. They say you can use water, but I do like my milk. But it's good for vitamins that you don't have in your body, to replace it with foods that you don't eat. So any vitamins that you don't have in your body, get some super green powder, mix it with water. It's best to do it with water and drink it every day. It'll give you all the minerals and vitamins you need. Alright, so I can continue with what I'm saying. So first and foremost, to be more productive, you need to... Oh, I really should have sat in the back room. You need to... Please close that door, Jade. Be organised. Okay, sorry about the distraction. My daughter was just there as well. Love her to bits, but sometimes you just need the peace to focus. Organisation is the key to success and productivity. And it's something I'm still learning. It's something that I've had in my life, most of my life. I've always been an organised person since I was a child because I loved it. I'm not to the level I would like to be. My nails are breaking. Constantly chipping all the time. I need to get nail hardener. And it is a work in progression, and it's fun. Who is that at the door? Sorry about this. Lots of distractions. Someone was just at the door. So it's a work in progression, and organisation, productivity organisation, is so much fun, but I don't think it's really spoken about, and I haven't really spoken about it either because it's something I just done. But what I realised within myself, I had lost a lot of my organisational skills in the way of my neatness and my presentation as well, because I was doing a lot of editing and you know, wanting to know about the film and the angles, and I had steered away from productivity organization, I'm going to call it, and it has been away from me for some time, and it messes up. I'm not going to relate to you, but it has messed up my performance level, basically, like humongously. So excuse me, I've just been made aware of it via watching a YouTuber called Tam Carr, I believe her name is. She's like super duper in I can't even say productivity and organizing her life. Now, she's not perfect at it because she's very chaotic, but she's got routine, and she does have organization, and she does have to make sure that she's keeping her time schedule, which is time management. Where I'm different, I like to not put too much pressure on myself, because when I started, I had an app. I haven't got it because I can't show you my phone. I'll do a YouTube video at some point where I can show all of the apps, but one's called Structure, and it's a routine app where you write your routine down every single day. Now, what I was finding, I was writing down everything that I wanted to do, but not like everything in my life, but that day, and it was too much. And yes, I was accomplishing everything I set on the list, because it was showing me the times I put in the time schedule, and I was moving, and it motivated me. But what happened after the end of the week, I was totally shattered. To the point, what happened to me? I got down, basically. So, and then it backfired on me. So I said, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write out the routine and just observe what's going on. So what I'm finding, because I literally had to get rid of a bad habit that I had. And then I said I'd be able to reassess the situation. So when you have these routine apps, you should not put yourself in your own matrix, so to speak, and entrap yourself in a set routine that you think should stay the same. You're gonna be swapping and changing it and seeing what works for you and seeing what doesn't work for you. And like I said, something arose that I had to make a change, and this had to be prioritized. It had to be number one on my list. So then I had to take away the structure and the routine and the plans that I had, and I had to go back to no routine, because I had to focus on this one bad habit that I had to eliminate. Okay? And then what came up is a new routine came in. I've been coming on lives, and I've been doing shorts, and I still haven't got to do my reels, because I'm still sorting that out. But I'm just giving you examples of what happened to me. So from the structure that I had, something new came in. Well, it's not new, it's always been here, but a new way of doing things. It's a whole new reality that's come in, and it's more interesting, but it came in naturally. Okay, so you have to be prepared for the new, right? So I'm trying and testing this, and I can't put this on my routine because I'm not familiar with this new way yet. Okay, so, and then I've got my art journaling as well, which I've done a video on it yesterday. So I ended up buying some stuff for it, and I haven't done art journaling for about a year. But like I said, from my previous downfalls of the way I've been feeling within myself via the depression, via the mental issues that I've had, I've been able to assess what enhances me and what hinders me, and what's making me fluctuate and not be consistent, and what is not helping me to perform my best in order to get the best results. So I've had to try and test things and stop and start. So when I'm talking about journaling, not for a year, I've still it absorbed information. I've still watched people that were very advanced in their skills, or they were talking about it. I was out at groups, I was there networking and talking to people. So even though I wasn't doing it physically myself, I still was gaining in the way of understanding, knowledge and wisdom, you can say. Okay, so I was still perfecting myself. The word I don't like using perfection, but too much. But this is what people want. They want to have that perfect skill, which is fine. As long as you have perfection in a way that is not stressing you out. If you can flow in your craft and feel comfortable every time you do what you love, because you're meant to love it. You're not supposed to do it not feeling happy. And this is what was happening to me. Everything I was doing, I just felt so down. Everything. And I was getting voices as well telling me that I'm rubbish. So this is what I had to work on. I had to be around people. And it came at a price where I didn't know it was going to happen. That's why I say it's spiritually law of attraction. I was just led. It was such unfamiliar territory. A lot of my life is a lot of unfamiliar territory. And everything in my life was teaching me how to feel safe, how to be more confident, how to have more of a high self-esteem. Because all of these facilities we need as well. How to accept change, how to understand how others are talking to us. Because I also can be quite sensitive, where if I'm hearing someone say something to me, I'm taking it personally. And this is something I'm still working on. And I'm not walking in my power, where I'm saying, hey, I'm not taking on what you're saying to me, because I didn't understand why they were talking like that. But I don't really want to be spending my time reflecting on what another person's saying, and if I can trust them, and should I allow them to be in my life, because I'm not feeling safe. I need to hear them affirm that I'm going to be great and everything's going to be brilliant. But because they can't see the way they see, they're placing their ways of thinking on me, you see. But I still need to step out in my, I'd say, perfection. My performance has not been to a high level because of the way I'm seeing myself inside. And then productivity is about knowing your life, Even if you don't know what you're going to be doing every single day, down to the finest detail, you can put it down as you go along, because we do need to make changes. So you might have a schedule. A schedule's different, where you have to go to appointments, etc. And you have to go to these appointments. But your routine is how you want it to be. Okay? So say if you wrote down in the morning you're going to do stretching. Sometimes I don't do the stretching. I might just go for the walk. So you can change that as long as you are doing some type of exercise. Okay? So I haven't done exercise for... I done gym for a week, and then I went for a walk yesterday. What did I do? I was walking yesterday. So basically, I haven't been to the gym for probably about 4 days. Now, that wasn't my plan. But because my body had to rest, because the thing is, it's been stressed out my body for some time. Yeah. So I can't consistently keep going to the gym and stretching because I've been filled up with stress. I don't want to continuously talk about myself, but people need to understand about this routine. And people feel like they've created a routine. They might have created it for the whole month because this is the things they've put in place. But what we have to understand, sometimes you can stress yourself with your routine, and that's not what you want. You want it to be enjoyable, because there's no point in creating a lifestyle you say you want and you don't enjoy it. Okay? So sometimes when you're exercising, your body will need to rest from the actual exercise that you've done. And so that's what's happened. So I have to listen to myself. What I've gone back to is meditating. Yeah, and I track my moods to see if I'm happy, if I'm sad. I have to monitor myself. Yeah, because what happened to me, I got so unwell, I wasn't looking after myself. Yesterday I had a facial, I had a pamper time. I'm still not consistently pampering myself because I'm allowing other things to be of more importance, like the screen, looking at videos and editing and what have you. Yeah. So even though I do facials, yes, but what it is, I'm not prioritizing them. And exercise, I do exercise on a regular, but it's not a priority yet. So that has to go to the back burner. So when you're putting your structure in place, you have to prioritize. So it will take some trials, and it will take some errors, and it will take some analyzing. Okay? And you will make changes. Do you understand? Yeah? So even if you're doing a 5-minute walk down the road, fine. Yes? Even if you're doing some stretch bands, fine. All of that's fine. Yeah? Do not pressurize yourself with your routine. Okay? If you can't get to the book that day, fine. Write something every day, that I would suggest that. Yeah? If you like reading, I have to read every day, but sometimes I can't get to it. So what do? I just say it's okay. That's fine. I'm supposed to do affirmations every day. I've got an affirmation app on my phone. So that's a way that I can do the affirmations. But they're not ones that I've picked for myself, which is fine because I'm so used to doing it myself and picking it myself. So I have to trust the app that it's going to give me what I need. But it's an affirmation anyway, so it's going to be good enough. And so that affirmation will come up about at least a good 10 times a day. And it's so helpful. So try and find ways to make your workload easier as well when it comes to your structure. Because sometimes when we want things out of life, we want far too much. Believe you me, I know. And then you won't be able to get to everything that you want. And then life will not be enjoyable because you're going to have in your head, well, I've created all of this and I can't even get to it. Like I've got a keyboard and a guitar back in the back room. I haven't even been able to take the time up to play it because so much other things had to be prioritized due to my health, and I had to really understand what the hell I was doing to myself. Okay? Why I was getting anxious, why I was getting overwhelmed, why my head was constantly playing up on me. Yeah? And there's me thinking, though, well, you're eating pretty good constantly all the time. You go to the gym. See, I've got affirmation here. I'm thankful for the deep connection I've built with others. So that just pops up on my phone. And that app is so beautiful and helpful. I'm so grateful for that. So that's doing a job for me. So find ways to do the job for you, like the Structure app. It's called Structure. Just go in the App Store and get it downloaded on your phone. It changes your life, okay? Because it's helping me to go and do what I've written down. And it gives you motivation, it gives you discipline, It gives you happiness. It makes me feel happy as well. But I know I had to find a more relaxed approach due to feeling stressed, because this is because of my health. So anyone that's healthy and in that life where, you know, they're okay and their routine's fine, yes, I can pick. Oh my gosh, my friend wants me to come out. My friend just texted me, she wants me to come out. Oh, it's my birthday tomorrow, by the way, as well. So let me make this quick, because she wants to come at 5. So, basically, I can't take the busy right now. I've lived the busy, believe you me. The busy. So anyone that's on that, be aware and conscious of yourself that you're not overdoing it, and take some time out, that's what I'm saying, to say, okay, when it's not time for structure, I'm just doing all this hand business, let me put my hands down. Just take some time out to rest. And that's what I'm doing at this moment. So I've gone to do some art therapy now, because I need that calm environment. So there's some weeks you'll do your routine, some weeks you won't. So I've been talking about that for some time. I hope that was helpful, because the productivity will help, but you need balance. Yeah? Okay. Now I want to talk about exercise. Exercise is important, but like I've learned, I've been exercising all my life. I've got a personal training qualification as well, and I love everything to do with fitness. Okay, but because I know and understand about it, and I've trained in it, I do want to do some more courses on it as well, because it's just a beautiful world to know about your inner body, your muscles. You get into yourself. Don't get into yourself always in a frivolous way. Yes, it's nice to look nice, and the hair and the body to look nice, but it's not always about just looking at these aspects. What you need to look at is get to know about your muscles. Yeah, get to know about your inner organs. There's so much beautiful books out there. Get to know about your body. If you love yourself that much, you will get to understand all of these things. All you need to do is read a page a day. I've got some books in the back room. I have to show you another time. And it's just so beautiful to know about yourself in that in-depth way. And you are living with yourself. You're waiting, obviously waiting around for someone else to help you with that, but you'll be waiting all day long. Okay, so what I basically want to say about health is our muscle mass can deteriorate if we don't exercise. So we do need weights, some type of weights, even if it's some dumbbells. Yeah, so say for instance you do about 10 lifts every single day, or 5, or 3 times a week. Yeah, so you can break it down, because I like to be easy. I like to give you different goals. Yeah, so you can have, because I like to be nice to people. If you're starting out, if someone, I met someone and they just don't want to exercise, I said just do 5 minutes. Okay, and she was grinning at her face to the 5 minutes, because as it is, it's just out of her life. It's out of her life. She just don't want to exercise. Don't want to move. She's got no movement towards it. You know, there's just some people just. So you have to give her an incentive and give her a little piece of motivation to take her out of that depressed state. So every time she sees exercise, she just feels like crap. It makes her feel so unhappy. And I've been there on an amazing amount of times when it comes to exercise. And I still get like it today. But we need to enjoy exercising. And why we don't enjoy it is because we feel everything has to be perfect. Like with me, I've got stiffness in my body because of stress. Yeah? So every time I come, I'm going to tell you from the truth from where I'm at this moment in time. Every time I come to exercise, I know how I used to be. when I done my exercise move. So when, like, if I do an exercise and my muscles feel a certain way, worrisome thoughts come. Yeah. Instead of me saying to myself, okay, this is how it is now, but if you progress in 6 months, you're going to see results where you're not going to feel like this. But the mind is saying to you worrisome, stressful things. Now, you're not going to get anywhere like that. So again, it is mind over matter. When you come to do any form of exercise, do not think about what you're doing. Do not worry or nothing. Just, you've got to be in the moment. It doesn't matter if you look like the worstest person on the earth in your moves. It doesn't matter. It's not about presentation. It's not about how fashionable you look. It's not about how glamorous you look. It's about just feeling something. Like, so is it, because I don't want to go from stretching, because when I'm stretching, I can talk about stretching, and they say with stretching, as long as you feel a stretch, and that's it. And don't think about, oh, you want to be doing the split. You don't think about what the goal you want. Yes, you can have goals, but you just keep that there and go back to it another time. But don't stress over it when you're in the moment, because exercise is all about you enjoying it, okay? And not over glamorizing it, and not feeling you have to be like the experts that you see on the TV. Because if what I do nowadays is I don't truly really watch other exercise people. If I have to do stretching, then I watch somebody, because they're very peaceful with it, so I don't mind watching them. But if you are watching someone that's a lot more advanced and you don't have no confidence in yourself, or you don't like exercising at all, then you're going to feel like crap. Okay, so try and get one little piece of exercise equipment, even if it's a skip and rope, and skip for like 1 minute, 30 seconds. You know, don't get at yourself for the length of time that you're doing it. Okay, obviously if you're advanced, you know, happy for you, but these people like to overexert themselves as well, because if you train too hard, your muscles can end up mashing up. You can cause yourself an injury. So you need, in anything, in everything and anything in life, you need balance. You need time to rest and restore, and you need time to do the exercise moves and enjoy yourself. And even you can do dancing. Dancing's good exercise, but I do encourage everyone to do some type of stretching, even if it's once a week. Stretching is very important. Yes, it can be very painful, but if you're stretching, this is the last thing I'm going to say, don't stretch too hard and too far. Just do it to the point where you can feel a stretch. Because if you force it, you will mash yourself up and you will end up causing yourself an injury. Don't overexert yourself in any form of exercise, because you have to remember you are stepping stones, building yourself up bit. And when you get stronger within your moves, in whatever exercise you do, even if it's cardio, because cardio you're moving about, yeah, do it at your pace, your level. Don't try and reach the level of the people that you are watching. You don't even know if they're comfortable, okay? So your body, like I said, will let you know when it's time to move to the next stage, okay? Exercising is very important, okay? The third thing is supplements. I've just shown you the supplements that I was having. What's the time? The supplements that I was having. Greens. Cut out sugar if you can. You've got date. I showed you the date sugar. You got coconut sugar, but I haven't tried the date sugar before, so fingers crossed that's going to be fine. And coconut. I said coconut sugar, and greens. Have your greens. Vitamin. You need vitamins in your body. I know I need vitamin D, so I'm going to go and buy some. I've got some apple cider vinegar tablets, which I've just tried today. Helps with bloating and any type of constipation. But I call it detoxing because we all eat food. And what was that other tablets I had? I can't remember the name of the other one. So look out for vitamins that are for you, that will help you. It was for colon. It was a colon tablet that I brought. They've also got liver cleansing tablets. Colon tablets are good. Anything for your immune system, anything for your gut. Get these type of supplements for yourself and take them every single day. Okay, I would suggest cutting out cow's milk because to me it's not good for your body, but that's under your discretion. And fruit and veg, like I eat a lot of fruit and veg. Sometimes I eat junk, sometimes I eat fish. I'm not supposed to have fish, I'm not supposed to have any type of meat either, but sometimes I find when I get stressed, if I'm around any type of stress, I notice I end up eating junk. I'm not supposed to eat sweets, but from monitoring myself, stress causes me to go backwards in my habits. So say for instance someone's around me and they're creating some type of drama and they're negative and they're not in their productivity, they're not in their high performance levels because for whatever reason and for whatever they're going through, or if they don't believe in that type of lifestyle, but if they knew better they would make changes, and they're not into reading and not into writing like me, they're not into making changes for the better. If I'm sat around someone of a low vibration, meaning they're not aware that what they're in, and I get sent backwards because, like you said, who you're around is who you become. And not trying to criticize anybody, but it's true. You do end up rubbing off of each other. And no, I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but I've got to look about my health. And it's something that took a long time to understand. But I started understanding all of this when I read Law of Attraction books and listened to Bob Proctor, listened to 19 Keys, Billy Carson. There's some fantastic mentors out there. 50 Cent is brilliant as well. A lady called Stormzy, she's a life coach, she's brilliant. And Louise Hayes, there's so many beautiful people, but it takes some time to piece together what you're looking for when you have to read books, because I like reading books. I'm going to show you some books in a minute. And all of what I'm saying is not work, it's meant to be your lifestyle. I'm just talking to you about my lifestyle and giving you some hints and tips and good habits. You do it, your life as you want it. I'm not telling you to live like this. This is a great way for you to look into, and like I said, it has to be bit, and it has to be enjoyable. It has to be enjoyed. There's no point. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Yeah, but you have to be wise in the fact that this is going to help my health. Yeah, like not smoking, not drinking. Yeah, you don't need all of these things. Yeah, I've smoked before. Yeah, I've been back and forth with the smoking addiction, but it wasn't addiction. It was a trauma that I had. And I had to transition to find out what took me away from that low vibrational world where I was self-harming myself. Yeah, because that's addiction. Because you're trying to sedate yourself because you don't want to focus on the trauma, because I've been having traumatic experiences, but I'll talk about that another time. So art, what enhanced my life, because I tried stretching, I tried doing pictures, modern, I tried an array of different things, music, and all these things I said that I loved the most. But art kept coming in, kept coming in. And when you find what is truly for you, it naturally will bring happiness. And it will just draw you and lead you and take care of you and hug you and comfort you. Do you understand where I'm coming from? And it will keep pulling you in to make sure you're okay. Yes? So what was I doing the other day? Meditation is good. You don't have to sit down crossing your legs meditating. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, just close my eye, and I lie in bed for an extra hour. And then my plan comes. And it just guides me. You need to live a life where you're not forcing it and you don't feel like you're doing the work. You've got to let life do the work for you. Then it will bring people. Like my friend just texted me and said, she's coming. I didn't know she was coming today. So, and what else happened to me? My daughter's been spending time with me when normally she's just doing her own thing. So, and unexpected beautiful things have been happening. And this is due to meditation. Meditation is very beautiful. Meditation is, you can sit with your legs crossed with peaceful music, if that's what's comfortable for you, and get a nice pillow or a nice bean bag. But it's meant to be in a relaxing state. And I'm telling you, it can help with your health. It will lead you. Like I know I got led to all my supplements and all my vitamins by meditating. And it shows you things that you didn't know was there. So look into meditation. I've been practicing meditation most of my life. I love it. It's not something that I sit down and explain because I have my own experience of it. So you have your own experience of it. And some people sit down and visualize their whole life and force it. No, you don't force meditation. The peaceful natural thoughts will come by itself because it's showing you what is good for you. But if you're constantly all the time telling you what's good for you, no. Only the higher forces know. You understand? Only God knows. Only your higher self knows what's good for you. So tap into your higher self by letting go, closing your eyes. This is meditation. And then it will show you what's for you. I hope I've made sense with the meditation. I will hopefully try to do separate videos on all of these things and break it down into more detail another time. So, but this is just tips, healthy habits, experiences, structure, productivity to help you be more productive and how to bring your dreams into your reality. I want your dreams to be happy because I've had so much trial and error and I haven't had a lot of happiness because I've been very chaotic. So I'm talking from experience. This is what I'm saying. I know I've read the books, I've done a lot of things. I haven't done everything. I don't know everything. But I know I haven't been enjoying myself. So this is why I'm talking from this standpoint. Yeah, I'm now starting to enjoy myself pieces. I'm not coming from a place where I'm saying, yeah, you be happy and such and such and such. I'm authentically telling the truth. Yeah. And you might say, oh, she hasn't experienced it, so how did she know? The reason why I know is because I know what happiness. I know what happiness is, even though I haven't experienced it to the level, but I've got the intellect to know what happiness looks like. Because I know in a visualization what happiness looks like and what it feels like. So this is why I continuously keep striving for that, not perfect life, because it's not going to be perfect. You're always going to have your ups and downs, but I have to learn how to be more compassionate to others, and I have to learn how to be more compassionate to myself. Yeah. And it's a work in progress and I have to learn. But the reason why I wasn't enjoying myself is because everything was so unfamiliar and I had addictions and I wasn't living healthily. I had addictions because I was living a wild partying lifestyle. But I don't want to go into the bad habits. We're all about creating the life we want. Just in case people are trying to tear me down and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? So now I'm going to quickly go for this because I'm not going to be on here much longer because I'm going out in a minute. I've only got 20 minutes. This book here, I don't know if anyone's going to be interested in it, but Diva Gets Lifestyle is along this level. This is how to build a brand and change the world by sparking cultural movement. Now, Diva Gets Lifestyle is on YouTube and it is a brand and it is flourishing in my world, and it hasn't really reached many people, but there's a reason for it. I know this is a very humongous title, but it's information for me to understand myself. You don't have to have a worldwide brand. It's good to understand brands because they go to the world, and then it will make you understand yourself, because we all have to hear about all the politics, and it might help you to feel more at peace. So when I read the first few pages, this book is really good. I was like, oh, now I understand this. Oh, now I understand that. Very beautiful book. Whereas the other book I've got? I've got this other brand book, and it's so complex, and because it's got all them big fancy words, but I'm sure it is of benefit for me. Okay, so sometimes brand is about your identity. So get to know your identity, get to know you, get to know your surroundings, get to know like where you live, get to know your environment. If you're into traveling, get to understand what your path is in life. Yeah, a lot of people don't know why they are here on this earth. We are all put on this earth to be of a benefit, to be of a value to ourselves and to others. We were all here to find our calling, so to speak. Yeah. So we are of value, and we really are special, us human beings. And a lot of us have been made to believe that we're not of any importance. And this life is just not for a few. This life is for every single one of us. This is why we're here on this. You can say country, but I say earth. We're here to bring value to each other. So learning about brands is good. Even if you don't want your own brand. It's just an eye-opener to know all these great leaders that are out there have some type of brand and some type of movement. And they're in our face every single day, so they're like family, you know. You can't get away from hearing about Beyonce and the Kardashian and Kanye West nowadays. Yeah? You need to know why they're in your life. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to understand brands. So I'm reading this book right now. I just wanted to share it with you. Yeah? And it's got a what do you call these foghorns? You start not shouting like in a like violent way, but start speaking out a bit more about the dreams that you have, because to see the very same dream life you want to bring in, you will be around others, so you need to bring value to the people you're around, and make sure that you're bringing the same happiness to them. Because if you bring the happiness to you and then you're around others and they're not happy, you're not going to be happy either. So it's about managing and understanding, you know, the life you want, and really getting involved with knowing that you can enjoy yourself. Yeah, and this is something I'm still learning. Yeah, because I've got that power to give that to myself. Do you understand? So let me move on, because I've got a lot more to say about brands. I have a little word of information, but I'm not going to go on any much longer. So I've got this book, Goal Setter. I enjoy writing in my books very much, and I enjoy reading very much as well. So this is what I love. Goal setting I love. So I've got this journal. I'm not going to go inside it. It's very important to get a goal setter journal. Very, very important. So you're just writing down every single one of your goals, and it just releases it out of you, and you get to see very clearly what you want out of life. And then goals setting is a very powerful process. It's getting dark, so I can't turn on the light at the minute. Excuse me. Very powerful goal setting. That's the beginning and be's all of everything. And then life just starts fluctuating and starts opening up, and things just start happening. And you end up being led. But sometimes a lot can go on, and you have to understand, if your life is too chaotic, be very aware of it, because this is what happens to me all of the time. And when my life, I didn't realise it for years because I kept getting ill. Very popular, not like worldwide, but obviously going out here and there and everywhere. And now I have to be very careful, because when I do my goal setting, things just start coming up. People start ringing, and then I wasn't aware of it, so I started moving about quickly, thinking that's what life was about. No, don't do that to yourself. You need balance. You need you time. Even off social media, I can't even be on social media too much. Even that, I'm having to discipline myself with. And literally what my meditation time is showing me, don't have no TV on, don't have no social media on. Just be with you. So I need to be in the back room doing my art, but I've come on here speaking. And I'm not really supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be spending time with myself. But because I'm still not in that routine of just being with me, which I don't mind being with me, do you understand? But I'm not 100% listening, if you understand. So please try your best to give yourself you time, pamper time, do some facials, do some massages. I've got lots of massage too. I've got it on my YouTube channel, on the vlogs, all of the stuff that I have done. I don't do it on a consistent basis because I don't need to, but baths I do every day, obviously, facials, massages I haven't been doing for ages. I need to get back to the massages, but there's some new stuff that I want to start incorporating and bringing forward into my life, because that world has been enhanced more. Self-love, self-care, outward self-love, self-care tools I need to buy, and body creams are good for you, nice underarms, nice perfumes, making sure your hair is nice, getting good shampoo, natural shampoos. I found some natural stuff which I'll share soon enough. So all this sort of stuff comes my way. Nice oils for your body, doing your nails. I'm going to be getting natural nail varnishes, Sally Hansen, because all my nails keep chipping. So I reflect on things. I don't always consistently do it for myself, because life is always showing me how to look after me, because you have to step aside and see, do I need to make changes? Do you see what I'm talking about? You can't keep everything the same, because you won't enjoy yourself. You've got to make changes for yourself. Making sure you're getting your feet done. My toners are growing, so I have to go and book an appointment for them to do my feet. I do like them doing my feet at the shop. So I don't like doing them myself. So that's something I enjoy. So then look at all of these things, and then you can write it down. I don't know if I've got the book here, because this is scripted. Just write it down in a list. What truly is more enjoyable to you than the most? Because that's what you need to prioritise. So I know doing my feet really makes me happy. Reading really makes me happy. Writing my goals really makes me happy. Yeah? Spending time in peace really makes me happy. Yeah? So spend that time, and then that will be your life, your dream life. Do you understand? You want to make money, go and sell something. But don't let it be that something that is consuming your life where you don't do anything else. Do it bit. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's looking to make millions of pounds. Yes, you can make the £1,000,000 eventually. But if your life is mash up and chaotic and you're not enjoying yourself and you're not even enjoying what you're selling, then what is the point? Because I've got some new things coming forward in the future because I've made a new plan. I've got some of the old ways there still, but the new has to come in. Yes? So people said creating the life you want, everyone thinks everything just stays the same. No, creating the life you want means adapting to new ways coming in as well. So let me move on. I also have this journal here that I write in. This is Bring Your Dreams to Life. Love this journal. So basically it speaks for itself. Okay, so I won't go on about that. I do also do morning pages, but I didn't do it today because I didn't have the book upstairs, naughty me, and I meant to do it before I go out, but my friend's coming. But I will be doing this today because I do it every day. So it's morning pages, it's called, and I do 2 to 3 pages a day, and it's from a book called Artist's Way, and I'll talk about that another time as well because I am an artist. I call myself an artist, and I have an artist block. That's what I found out when I went on a creative writing course. So I'll talk about that another time as well. So you can get books that suit you. When I go out there, I know what's for me because life leads me to make me understand what's for me and what is going to help my performance, because I know my performance is not to the level it's supposed to be because I continuously was getting depressed. Okay? So life had to show me what I need to do in order to improve my moods, in order to feel good within myself. Yes? Because it was all trial and error, back and forth. I had to learn a lot about myself, basically, in order to get here today. And it was all a journey. Let me tell you on this line, and it was all worth it. Okay? All of it is worth it. It's been difficult for me because obviously it took a long time for me to wake up because I was always too out there, too much going out. Yeah, I wasn't spending time with me. I wasn't getting to know me. I was just out. I still got these balloons for my daughter's birthday. Too much friends as well. It was a lot, basically. It was a lot. So I got this scripting one as well. So this is basically about my identity. Identity, I've still got to work on it quite a lot. It really is about how I see myself. Yeah? Because social media can brainwash you into thinking you're supposed to be like that person. Yeah? Like, say, if model Kardashian, use the Kardashian as an example because they're in everybody's head. No, you got to be you. So I've put down things of how I want to walk, how I want to talk, how I want to think, even that. Not in the way of the thoughts. I can't control my every thought because we all have different type of thoughts, but in a way of if someone comes along and they try and trash me down, I know within myself that person ain't telling the truth. Yeah, because I'm good enough. Like, I'm classy enough. So I see myself as classy. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, my charger's running out. I see myself as sophisticated. Yeah, so if anybody comes along and tries to make me feel like I'm less with their less weight behaviour, because they just like going around bullying people, because yes, unfortunately we do have a lot of bullies out there. Or if they want to come and try and tell me, well, no, that can't happen for you, so you input you, so someone don't come along and knock you off your block in order to bring you down to where they want you to be, maybe out of the fact that they don't know how to reach that dream, or maybe out of spitefulness, who knows, or maybe trying to take your wealth away. Because we have inner wealth. Yeah, we have inner facilities. And if you don't make yourself strong inside, someone will come along and put a lot of They're bad ways in you, and it will bring a hell of a lot of stress. It will bring health problems. I've just got to stress it to you. They will bring a lot of health problems because they will lower your vibes. So if you see yourself as highly and you see yourself with 6 figures, yeah, and someone comes along and they're in a dead-end job where they're not thinking like you're thinking, and you go and open up your mouth to them, they more than likely get jealous. This is what you have to guard yourself from, these types of people. And you have to say, you have to be strong not to allow people to brainwash you, because nobody even wants anyone to make 6-figure income in this time. If we were living in a society where everyone was agreeable to making that money, then we'll all be fine. But because there's so many people that have accepted the pay packet that they're getting, that's all they're receiving. But you have to step outside your box if you want more. You're not going to get it if you don't see it. But we'll talk about that another time. I say that a lot because I just don't have enough time to give you everything that I would love to. So I'm going to go on to that now. If you want more money, you need to get a goal card and set down your financial goal. And you need to say it every single day. Yes? And your wage, don't see your wage as it is at present. If you've got a wage or if you've got a business, see it as you want it. Meaning, if you want, example, 6 figures, say you've got that. So next week, I'm getting some money. So I'm telling myself, I'm getting £6,000 next week. So even though it's not in your reality, say it as you want it. Don't say it as it presently is showing you. So I hope that makes sense. So scripting, that's your identity. If you don't know about identity, learn about it, because I can't constantly tell you about the identity I am forming for myself. You've got to form your own identity. I've got a book upstairs. It is psychological. It's about self-image. So if you don't know about your identity, read a book about self-image. It is psychological because it's from within. It has to go within your image. And if you want to change it over time because it may not suit your purpose, you may not enjoy the identity you've chosen, you can change it. But get to educate yourself. It's good to read. Yeah, I read books. I listen to audios, but to me they're not effective enough. Reading physical books is most effective. People want to go on about audio and things like that, but looking at the screen all the day and reading from a screen all the time is not good. I do have Kindle, but it hurts your eyes after a while. People need to get back to buying physical books. You get what I'm saying? And it's more peaceful, and at the end of the day, you feel more powerful when you're reading that book because that book belongs to me. Yeah, it's a more personal. It's more closer. It's more helpful. It feels more natural. Yeah, and I will always recommend people buy books more than going on these computers all of the time. It's not good for your head to be on it constantly. So anyway, I've got this recipe book. So I've been watching recipes. Like, I'm having a dinner party for myself and my kids tomorrow because it's my birthday tomorrow. I don't want to go to a restaurant. So I've got this recipe book. So I'm going to be watching a lady that I found. She's cooked some sort of salad bowls. It does have fish and tuna. And I don't think she had chicken, but she's mainly based around vegetables. And the presentation of it is beautiful. And I want to make a natural dessert as well. So I've got to watch the video again. And she's made up some beautiful sauces and the way she seasons everything. And this is what I need help with, my seasonings. Because sometimes my foods do not taste luxuriously tasteful sometimes, right? And sometimes I don't get the right measure of the ingredients as well. So I need to get that right in order for me to love eating fruit and veg all of the time. Okay, I need them very deep, beautiful flavors where if I'm cooking vegetables or lentils, the flavors just overtake, you know. So bit by bit, I'm going to be working with my recipe journal, just to, because what happens to me, I stop and start cooking. 1 minute I love it, next minute I don't. And I forget how to cook healthy foods. I learn it, and then all my cooking skills just go away. So it is a lot to do with writing. I've lost a lot of inspiration. Where once upon a time, when I was eating the poultry and what have you, I could cook well because that's how I was brought up. I was brought up on this food. Yeah, curry goat. I love my curry goat. You know, all these things, Jamaican foods, I was brought up on, and spaghetti bolognese and things like that. So transitioning from plant-based, I didn't believe it was going to be so hard. Has been a struggle, because when I watch the recipes, it's all new ingredients. You need loads of ingredients. It's more time consuming, and there is a wealth of information on healthy eating, and I'm not accustomed to it. And you got to buy new cutleries and what have you, and it's a beautiful, beautiful world, and everything's so neat and luxurious. Yeah, and then it's showing you how to organise your cupboards and what have you, and what foods to buy. And it can be pricey, because I bought 6 items, yeah, health supplements, and they were just powder supplements, like I just told you in the beginning. It came up to £40. So I've got to change my way of thinking and know, because I need more, and I can see what I'm going to buy due to my recipe journal, and I look at recipes, okay? But it was feeling like a chore before, but now I've come into a new reality. I call it a new reality, a new realm, because I'm more happier, yeah, with what I'm doing, because I've done a lot of the grafting and the research and the, you know, transition in the mindset, because this is what I want and this is what I have to do. I have to change. So now I'm in a much more happier place, because I've got my journals. It's more exciting. I can see more of a plan inside of me on what I'm going to do. It looks exciting. It looks fun. You know, I know I'm going to change around the kitchen. I'm going to eventually, you know, get a new cooker, where before it's like, how am I going to manage all this? It doesn't feel fun. New fridge, new equipment, sort out the storage, make sure I've labelled everything, you know. And this is what I needed to feel happier in the kitchen. Change all of the storage, change the colour probably, paint the kitchen. This is not going to happen straight away. Paint the back room, get new plate, new cut. I'm looking in a whole different way. But this is all a plan. And this plan goes in my mind. Then I go on Pinterest, I see it. Then I'll put it all in order, put it in a vision board. This could take me a year. But I'll be doing it bit, you know. Because if I get it all, which is what I used to do before I move on, I used to buy so much all at once, and it was just so overwhelming, didn't know what I was doing with it. So now I'm just going to do it bit, and enjoy myself and be grateful, yeah? Because you need to be grateful for any little thing you get, any big thing you get. Because you can get the big and then you can't cope with it. You have to be prepared. So you have to understand, yes, you're going to have stressful days, but you need to understand why you're stressing now. Take the time out to reflect on yourself and understand yourself, because it's taken me ages. Because the reason why I go on so much is because I got very ill. I'm still not 100%. I talk about it all the time. I don't want to harp on about it because I don't like confessing illness, but I had to tell the truth, yeah. Because you can come on here and then everyone's going on like everything's so perfect, but I had to learn so much, and I'm still, fingers crossed, because I'm still not, because of my addiction, yeah, which I'll talk about another time. And I got to understand why it was happening, because I was medicating myself because of trauma, yeah. It's called blockages, but we'll talk about that another time. So I have to come on here and I have to try and support someone, because someone could be going through something, because no one couldn't help me, okay? I had to figure it out. I had to find a way, and I'm still not there. I've got people that help me, don't get me wrong, but I was just so frustrated with them all, and I had to cut off so much people because I just felt like they didn't support me as a child, and I wouldn't have gone through it if you just done this and this and this for me. But they didn't know. Okay. And then I had bad habits. But it's just normal for everybody, and there's a lot of people going through things. Yeah. And I do talk on along the lines of wanting to support people avoid any type of illness. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Look after yourself. Figure out how you must look after yourself. Don't just be naive and say, hey, everything's going to be okay. Because later on down the line, if you don't take care of yourself then, you're going to mash yourself up there. I never believed I would end up because I didn't know what depression done. Happiness is so important. No matter what you've got, just be bloody happy. Don't let anybody make you feel less, because there's plenty of people that get on my nerve and do that. And I've had to speak to people in such detail. Do not act like you're bigger than anybody else, because you're hurting people. You don't know and realise what is going on inside of a person. If you go around trying to lower people's self-esteem, as I cut those type of people off straight away, yeah, you will lower their vibration. And if there's anyone out there doing it purposely, you're a very wicked person. Yeah? Because everyone should feel secure within themselves. Yeah? So that's what I have to say as well for your dreams and your productivity. Don't place yourself around people that are trying to knock you off your life. Anyone trying to interfere, if you're harming yourself, I can understand someone interfering. But if they're interfering in a way that is detrimental to your energy level, because we have to protect our energy as well. Because then people, they call it energy vampire, meaning that they're just taking and they're trying to brainwash you to not propel in your life, or they're trying to stop you from living your life because they want it before you. And you're grinding them up and lifting them up and telling them about your dream. And there's a lot of people out there will take your dreams as well. Because if you're talking about it, you're putting it inside of them as well. But if you're not 100% sure about yourself and your dream, because you're planting them in yourself, which I will talk about planting dreams if I remember, because I've got so much bloody videos. I've got a whole list of videos on my notes as well. I've got so much information, it's unbelievable. When you plant your dreams, it has to grow. So you grow your dreams by writing, obviously your goal setting, in your book. You have to write every single day. If you're really that serious about your dream, you will write about it. Okay, so you keep building on your belief levels. Okay, right. I've got other books, but I didn't bring everything down. I'm coming off here now. This book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, is a very brilliant book. Very, very brilliant. Rich Dad Poor Dad, I recommend to every single person in this world. When I tell you, I've had this book for more than 15 years. I've been reading them on and off. But I've come back to it. I don't read it every day with sleep, but I've read it and my mind has come to a whole different place. And I'm seeing something totally different. It's built up my confidence to another level. So check that out. I'm getting my daughter to read it. She's 16. I have tried to encourage my son, so I can't consistently keep telling him what to do. He's got to try and pick himself up. But my daughter, I make sure she read. I don't even know if she's read. I'm going to ask her 5 pages a day at least. I don't think she read yesterday. She was tired. So 5 pages at least. This book is amazing. And I've also got this book that I'm reading. This book is very nice because it helps with the mind. It's called Creative Visualization. And basically, it does the work for me. I've seen a lot of changes in my life since I've read this. If it's not this one, try and get some type of creative visualization, because we all have to use our mind. And the thing I'm understanding from my own issues, and I still have this issue as well, because I'm going through something at the minute as well with my mind, is overthinking all by itself. That and I think it's because I haven't been able to read too much this week. What was I going to say? We do too much with our mind, yeah? And the way we're trained is we think we have to be the ones. We've been taught to be in control. Because I've met loads of people and they always want to be in control of me. Very controlled. I've met so much people and the majority of them are very controlling. They don't know how to let go and they want to be in control of people. It's like, you want to be in control of someone you don't even know. I've never met you, don't know me, I don't know you. I know how to represent myself to people. And people, I've just got an affirmation. I'm surrounded by reasons to be happy. That's an affirmation that just come on my phone. And I have to have this conversation with every single person I meet. Every single person I've met, I've had this conversation. And I said, you like clones from the Matrix. You lot are like agents because you're all the same. Yeah? People get to think that I'm placid and I'm simple and I'm easy going so they can treat me how they want. I said, no, it's just that I know how to respect people. Yeah? And I'm tired of coming into a situation. This is why I keep myself by myself a lot, where I have to have this conversation because I just want peace. But for me, I've never met anyone with any type of peace. So these type of and it's got to do with the way of thinking. Some person said to me, they don't want people to take the mickey with, take the piss with them, basically. Yeah, that's what they were saying, and I was saying, well, I'm not doing that. I'm just being me, and you are coming into my world trying to change me. I don't try to change anyone unless they are overstepping my boundaries in an abusive way. Yes? If you're being peaceful and calm, we're having a beautiful and happy conversation, you won't hear my mouth. Yeah? And we're helping each other grow. You won't hear my mouth. You won't hear me get upset. And the people I've met don't seem to understand how to speak happily. Yeah? How to enhance themselves. They've got no dreams, no aspirations, no ambition. And then I'm there, as I am here talking, inputting it in face-to-face interaction. And all I'm hearing from them is pure negativity. I said, no, because this is not the surroundings that I want to be in. I said, I'm not perfect, but you can't hear this type of talk coming from my mouth. And you are growing and you're coming at me with seeds that are diminishing me. So be careful of that type of talking. It has to be a two-way exchange where each other is lifting each other up to a certain extent. The conversation has to be of some type of worth for the both of you. If it's a problem you both have, and yes, problem solve. If someone's had a breakup or a bereavement, yes, I understand that type of conversation. Or if they got a health problem, yes, I understand that, where you can input solutions and happiness into the future and try and help each other to be stronger that day. But if it's abusive and controlling, I've been so kind to tolerate up to a certain point where I don't think I should have tolerated it at all. Now I've got to a point in my life where I won't tolerate it at all anymore. That type of relationship is going to damage and hinder you and mess with your head, and you've got to take care of your head. Yeah? So creative visualization helps. That gives you the understanding of who you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be. It will guide you, support you, and it does the work for you. Yeah, it just goes in. Do not be scared of these type of books. Some people are scared of certain books because they're superstitious. They've been taught to be superstitious and stay in a certain box that is not going to help and support you. Yeah, and then sometimes people think these type of books are witchcraft and things like that. It's not. Creative visualization. We all have a mind, yeah, for the fulfillment of your desires, and it does work. I'm very, very happy with this book. We are all creative. Even if you are, doesn't matter what job you do. I'm not even going to go into giving examples. We are all creative, okay? So I'm going now. So, and we need help with our mind. Every one of us. Not that we're crazy. We all have a mind. Every single one of us has a mind. So don't let people brainwash you in thinking that doing your mind work, because you're looking after, it's just like you're looking after your body, you're looking after your mind. It's for your health. Yeah, we've just been made to focus on our arms, our legs, our belly, our chest, or but never been encouraged to focus on our mind, because there's been such a big stigma, negative stigma on our mind. Yeah, and our mind houses our body. Our mind houses our body. So it's very important that we find tools to what sort of word can I use that's going to be in the health, because people don't even take that word on importantly either. Like you're planting a garden or anything you like, anything you find important. It might be your car. Look after your mind like you look after something that you look after highly. Look at something that you look after highly and treat your mind like that too. That's the best way I can put it. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here. It's long again. My friend hasn't turned up yet. I'm going to text her now. She probably thinks I don't want to come. I will come back for another live when I feel led. So glad whoever stayed there. Thank you. Nice to know who you are. I don't know who you are, but thank you for coming on my live. And God bless you all. And if you don't believe in God, it's okay. You can believe in the universe. You can believe in whatever you want, as long as it's good and happy and loving and kind. And you do you, but make sure you're the best version of you, okay? Bring goodness your way. All right? Bye.